This Matthew. This Matthew chapter 13, verse 3.
All right, because, all right, like I said before, a lot of people that receive this word, they don't remain. Or, for example, there'd be like, sometimes there'd be like, I see this a lot, especially with, a lot of like the new people, or, with him, like you brought like, just like two people with you. I remember you had like two or three people with you like the first time. All right, but he's the only one who remained.
No, you got Shayar.
Come, him and his friend and all that. And then with like Kwam, like it was him, and there was this like other guy. Yeah, this one dude, and he was always like spitting at Islam and all that. All right, but he didn't have a foundation like the Lord. He just got like rooted out. On his, and he showed up for like a good month, or faithfully and all that. Or but he didn't make it through that that preliminary trials. He didn't make it through like trials. Or and that was his own fault. Remember one day like we just saw him like run off with this like chick with a like a hijab or a burqa or whatever.
Yeah, that's
right. So basically, like through the spirit, he was just like,
he said,
I'm not cut off for that.
Yeah.
It's too late.
Yeah.
It's too late.
Yeah,
all right.
This Matthew chapter 13, verse 3. And he spake many things unto them in parables, saying, Behold, a sower went forth to sow.
All right. So that's what the Lord like does as far as like this word, like and then or the people that come out are we're sowing seeds, or we have like people that walk by like back and forth, like you notice sometimes, or someone will like stand around like listen for a little bit, or then they'll walk away, or sometimes they'll do even more of that, they have a little bit of discourse, they'll be cool for a little bit, but then they have a problem with something. And they either keep it moving or they talk shit, either way, the Lord wasn't dealing with it. Yeah, all right, but we're going to let the scriptures speak on that.
And when he sowed, some seeds fell by the wayside, and the fowls came and devoured them.
All right, so the Lord's word doesn't go out void. All right, but like not everyone that hears the word of Heavenly Father, all right, is like going to receive it. Keep going.
Some fell upon stony places where they had not much earth.
All right, or like no foundation. Or like I said, and there was this one guy, or when we tried to have like mercy on him and all that, or but when he was when he first came in, or he was just like, I want to, oh man, I want to be part of the camp, or and all that, all right, but or but then you have issues with attendance and things like that, or and then all of a sudden they're either like nowhere to be found, or like whatever the case, or they didn't it's evident that they didn't like count the cost, or because it's usually like what happens most of the time, it's something that they usually end up like falling out, or over something that should have been established, or when they were in the process of learning, like example, like these guys, like it's been like 6 years ago. There've always been like Israelites coming up with that hell doctrine, or people like that's why the apostle said consume the whole word, or just like on, or get edification on every single subject and question, or that you have, or especially before you put your hand on the plow, not only that, all right, but believe and accept it.
And forthwith they sprung up because they had no the deepness of the earth.
Or so yeah, it didn't take that long from the fallout, or whether it just be a couple of months, or that can be talking about or you did this for like 5 years, but or even that one that one jerk off that fell out from the San Francisco camp like last year, or first he was like first he was like he was like a lot of fallouts they just make they just make like bitch videos. It's like I got one question.
Question of the day.
How do you know that the Sabbath isn't on Friday night? Or with like Dinobot, right? Just talking about, yo, Vernon. All right, but then their videos get weaker, weaker.
That's terrible.
Or they don't talk behind a computer screen anymore. All right, now it's just commentary and PowerPoint presentations. All right, and like like beats by like MF Doom in the background. All right, and then all of a sudden they don't make any videos at all. All right, latest activities 1 month ago, 2 months ago, 2 years ago, or they flat out tell you, or like this guy from San Francisco, or that they're retiring from YouTube, that they're not making any videos at all anymore. Or that's why it's when you fall out, it's kind of like you're decomposing, or you're suffering from rigor mortis. All right, and when you first die, or the leaves are gone and all that, but when you like when you first die, it kind of been like the first like hour or so, maybe in the first day, you look like you're still alive, like you look like you could still be revived. Chances are, considering the circumstances, that very well may be the case.
God.
All right. However, or if it's your lot to like give up the ghost, then are you gonna start decomposing? Or are you just gonna be less and less like more bone showing? Or you like discoloration? Or you're gonna start to just reek up the place from I don't know, fucking 20 feet away or whatever. All right, and that's what they do. They start reeking up the place because it's obvious, or that the Lord's not dealing with them anymore. All right, people can catch it. People can pick up on it. All right, there was this one guy from the Carolinas, Ayash Amath, or they were making a rebuke video about him. All right, and then all right, but then you're dealing with the spirit, so you want to hear both sides of the story. All right, this motherfucker, he comes up, all right, talking about all Israelite groups need to come together. All right, so yeah, he's gone. Right, and it's obvious.
This Romans chapter 5, verse 3. And not only so, but we glory in tribulation also, knowing that tribulation worketh patience, and patience experience, and experience hope.
All right, yeah, that's another thing. Or all right, just having patience. All right, because even with me, or I thought the Lord would there was this saying 2011, the kingdom of heaven. All right, or and that's I was always even lightweight preparing on a carnal level, or getting things like canned goods and all that. All right, and you know, people that come in, like the new guys, they go like really hard and all that. All right, but you gotta have, like, you gotta endure. You gotta have that patience. All right, that's because because we know that every day that the Lord doesn't return, we still have to endure and catch hell. Not everyone's not everyone's like cut out for that. All right, but it's beautiful. You gotta have that patience. Still got that Matthew 13.
This is Matthew chapter 13, verse 6. And when the sun was up, they were scorched, and because they had not root, they were withered away.
See, there's a little bit more, but kind of like that's what happens. Or ultimately, or they're gonna get destroyed. All right, and it's like, what was I gonna say? Even not only with them like getting offended and things like that. A lot of times like you'll have like one person listening. All right, but then whether it be their rib or their friend, they'll snatch them away. It's like, come on, don't listen to them.
They're crazy.
Or with sometimes you'll have a guy up in the cut like whispering, or they're going off about that, shit like that. And a lot of people, they fall for that. They give into it. That's the job of Satan. That's the job of all these phony Israelite groups, these Christians, or to pluck you out, manipulate you.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, get 1 Corinthians for it.
And some fell among thorns, and the thorns sprung up and choked them.
Or so and one example of this is someone who comes in, they still have they still might have attachments to the world and things like that. Or like there was this one see, I don't know, there was this one guy, like he could almost it would be like a miracle, like whenever he would like show up to camp. All right, because he would always be like he would always be like, I can't find a babysitter, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. Or these like attachments, and people in the world wanting you to make like compromises and things like that. Or you're in a relationship, where you're not allowed to have a beard or whatever. Or a lot of people can't, aren't cut out to endure, that even that type of minuscule like tribulation. So they end up falling out.
Scripture. This 1 Corinthians 5 and 6. Your glorifying is not good. Know ye not that a little leaven leaveneth the whole lump?
Right, come. A little leaven leaveneth the whole lump. Or and that even that just goes with that also pertains with as far as like going off, or like someone like mentioning not being 100% surgical, or with like the preceptual breakdown and things like that, and then it becomes a doctrine. Or and then another thing that scripture like brings to mind is like all these Israelite groups that want to come together. Or I've worked with like leaven and like yeast before. Like sometimes it's like this little, looks like a little itty bitty like bead, or like a like it's a little bit like bigger than a granulated sugar or some salt or whatever. All right, but like what does it do? It just gradually like expands. Like when you're done like making the dough and all that, when you like either when you leave it out or like put it up, or everything just gradually like it looks like it doesn't look the same and all that, and it doesn't take that much to do it. All right, so all right, now and I always like mention as far as like these like Israelite summits, you know, all their differences in like doctrine. All right, and a lot of those like groups, or they scoff at the like Israelite foreigner thing and all that. All right, but just like more than that, what if there's GOCC shows up to the summit, or would the Edomites in their camp be allowed to show up? All right, what if there's an Israelite group, all right, that opens membership to women? Are they allowed to be keynote speakers? All right, what if like even worse yet, and that's why Paul said that, it gets from there it waxes worse and worse. All right, like what if what if fucking faggots are allowed? Would you be wanting to and as far as like how staunchly opposed are you as far as like that doctrine, or what if the crucial things you like get at, what if there's an Israelite group, all right, that teaches contrary to that, all right, or teaches the things you rebuke people for on the highways and byways, all right, do you allow them like on the when do you set the boundaries? That's something I've been just like thinking about, meditating on, as far as these all these groups that want to come together. Whether it be they only believe in the Old Testament, or they only believe in like certain books. They don't believe in the Apocrypha, or and so on and so forth.
I got some. Unless you call for some, Hakeem.
This Luke chapter 14, verse 23. And the Lord said unto the servant, go out into the highways and hedges and compel them to come in, that my house may be filled.
All right, that's what we're doing like right now. All right, that the Lord's house may be filled. All right, that's talking about like the sealing of the elect. All right, the 1/3.
I'm going on to verse 28. It say, for which of you intended to build a tower sitteth not down first, and counteth the cost.
All right, we're right across the street from a tower. All right. Do you think do you think these Edomites were just like hey, let's just get some fucking bricks and or was there a blueprint, all right, an analysis of the soil, all right, all that shit, the mathematical shit, the circumference, all right, and all that, all right, and there was a lot of planning that went into it, as far as architecture, or where they're gonna have this, where they're gonna have that, or and if someone like fucks up on it, actually we're gonna talk about it.
Whether he have sufficient to finish it.
All right, so that's one of the things, when the apostles on down, that's one of the that's one of the main topics that we harp on. All right, the main, we harp on the most important topics in the scriptures, or which is right, the Lord only dealing with the elect, the Lord only dealing with Israel. All right, of course, like the basics and all that, but then prophecy. All right, the chip. All right, the missiles. All right, America being Babylon the Great. All right, and then not only that, all right, but having to go out on the highways and byways, all right, in this, in this truth, this knowledge, all right, this ministry on the highways and byways, all right, being a lifelong endeavor, or until the Lord returns, you enduring unto the end, not falling out or taking breaks. All right, that's one of the, those are also one of the main things that we need to teach. All right, because, a lot of people, someone just might not know that.
Yeah, it's true.
But it's still their ass if they don't. So, that's all we have to tell them. That's part of, warning the people. Or, not only that America is going to be destroyed, but, saying, once you repent, or, once it's established that you want to be in the office of a prophet, all right, this is a life sentence. Or, for edification, making that crystal clear for anyone who doesn't know yet.
Hey, Salak,